Hey there, D here, and today we're going to be looking at a solo tier 8 delve with a Guardian Druid tanking it. These are after the hotfix updates to delves, but those mostly apply just to group scaling rather than solo. So we will be taking a look to see if the delves have gotten any harder solo. Um, I am recording over this video, so I can tell you that overall the delves don't seem to be any harder than they were yesterday before the hotfix, but you can judge that for yourself by watching this video. There are a couple of times where I get lower at, while fighting in this delve, but that's mostly just because I wasn't taking it seriously and paid for it a little bit. I didn't end up dying at all throughout the delve, but there were a couple of times where it was just a little sketchy. But we'll let this video play in the background for anyone who's interested as we go over the hot fixes of that were released yesterday. Alright, and then we'll just throw that up here. Alright, hot fixes. So basically what was happening was that there was unintended scaling for delves when there was a group going into it. And Blizzard's now corrected this scaling. Um, I've seen a lot of things about people talking about how it's made it much harder, but basically they increase the health scaling if you're in a group of the enemies. They reduce the damage scaling of a lot of the abilities while you're in a group, which is great because I know that I saw that my DPS were getting one shot by a lot of things while in groups. They also adjusted the enemy targeting preference, and basically they're saying that their goal is to match the difficulty of solos and groups by having these mobs kind of randomly target players instead of only targeting the tank and making it an easier experience for DPS players. This could cause either the need for a healer or, just have a really big struggle for some of the cloth classes, such as, Shadow Priest or possibly a mage once they run out of their cooldowns. They've also increased Zekvir's influence, which basically just means that now when you're going into a dungeon on the start screen, you can see a option where it'll show you like if it's bountiful and what kind of rewards and experience you'll be getting. There's also another icon on there where it'll show you how many groups of mobs have the Zekvir's influence, and defeating those mobs basically just gives you more progress towards your delve story, and it'll give you some extra underdelve currency. Alright, they've also fixed an issue with a health bar UI could fail to display values correctly if you're in a group, and they've changed the revive system from where it was only if you released that you would lose a life to now as long as you die, you lose a life. But to go along with that, they've added in to where you gain an extra life while whenever you hit the checkpoints. So overall, it'll probably make it a bit harder because you can't res or brez people to not consume that life. But hopefully it will somewhat be made up for by getting an extra life. Alright, and then for the rest of this, we'll just watch throughout this video. Um, this isn't really meant to be a guide for anything, but this is just me going through this delve real quick as my bear. I kind of skip around a lot in this delve because as a druid I can go invis and I can just skip past some of these mobs. So that makes it a lot easier for me. But yeah, if you'd like to continue watching this, go ahead and do so. We'll show out the rest of this video. Um, that's roughly about another 5.5 minutes long. I'm currently eye level 602 in this, so I am a little bit over geared in comparison to what uh, a lot of people are at this time. So yeah, enjoy this if you want to. If not, let me know what else you'd like to see, and like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.